All right, guys, we're back in Elevate El Paso today with a very special guest. We're going to be speaking with Cassie Foster, who's going to be telling us a little bit about what she has going on in her plans for a future restaurant opening up, as well as some of the projects she has going on here downtown. Cassie, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good.
First of all, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's always a great pleasure to see somebody so young and doing so much in the community. I want to start out by telling us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of your history and how you ended up here.
Okay. Well, I was originally born in Phoenix. I moved to El Paso in high school, went to Coronado. After I graduated there, I moved to Arizona, went to Arizona State, graduated from there in 2011 with a sociology degree, and then didn't really want to do anything with sociology, so ended up going to LA and went to fashion school for merchandise marketing, which is the business side. And after that, moved to Austin and opened a boutique and ran that for about 5 years. And then I moved here, started working for Franklin Mountain Management, which is my dad's company, which is what I'm doing now. I'm now the Vice President of Business Development. My first project was the Plaza Hotel right across the street, and did that from day one, working closely with the interior designers and those teams, and now we're focusing on the Crest building and what to do there.
That is crazy amount of projects and
It's
a whole lot of
going on
in just 5 minutes. Let's go back to the boutique.
Okay.
Tell me about that. What was that like? What was it like to be an entrepreneur, getting something started? What can you tell us about that?
I loved it. It was so much fun. I had a business partner out there. She's still one of my best friends. She's actually from El Paso too.
Oh, cool.
So she had a boutique, and then I partnered with her, and we ended up changing the name and changing the concept, and then moving locations and growing it. And it was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, but I learned a lot. So it was great.
And you said you had that for 5 years?
Yes.
What kind of clothes was it?
It was very edgy, I would say. Yeah, it's very Austin. It wouldn't really do well in El Paso. Maybe now, but not then.
Yeah, you feel like El Paso's turning into Austin?
It is. I mean, not so much turning into Austin, but as far as their fashion, it's grown a lot.
Yeah.
I think, since.
Yeah. El Paso's typically behind on the trend.
Yes, on everything.
So we're catching up. That's great.
Yes.
You came back to El Paso when?
I came back in 2015.
2015,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately started working with...
I actually, for a couple years, I worked for Midoff Burton, which is an advertising agency. It's here in the same building. So I worked there for a couple years and then began working with my dad.
Tell me about that. That's a substantial agency.
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. They actually gave me a chance. I had no experience at all. I mostly worked in social media. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of their work. They've been, I think, they've been here the longest, right?
Yeah, I think they're the oldest. I think one closed, so I think they're the oldest in Texas, ad agency.
Yeah. That's crazy. Great agency.
Yeah.
And then you came to Franklin
Yes.
Investments, and
Yes.
you started doing what?
So I was just kind of learning and, poking my head in all different aspects to see what I wanted to do exactly, because I wasn't sure. And then I got really drawn to the hotel and interior design aspect of that. And yeah, so it just kind of took off from there, and that's that.
Well, the hotel looks amazing. What was your thought process behind it?
I mean, we really wanted to stick to the Southwest, but not too New Mexican Southwest.
Right.
A little bit of Texas flair as well, and then keep the Art Deco that they had originally in the 20s.
So you considered a lot of the history behind it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What was your most intriguing find of it?
Intriguing find. I mean, if you walk around, you can see there's framed little items, like different papers or whatever you want to call them, but that we found during construction, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I heard Pancho Villa used to hang out on the first floor there.
I haven't heard that either.
Yeah, seriously, they're
cool.
there in that Camino.
Okay.
So it's definitely something that is a great project for our downtown. It's definitely seen revitalization of it. You guys are now working on Crest.
Yes.
What does that imply?
So we aren't sure exactly what we want to do yet, but we have many ideas that are flowing back and forth, and with architects and different things, and what we can do in the space. I want to throw out what I want to do, but maybe I won't. I'll keep that a secret for now. But it's exciting. That building is beautiful, but it needs a lot of work.
I could imagine. Is that also a Henry C. Trost building?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very good. So the Crest family had a big passion for art.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they donated most of the religious art the art museum in El Paso has.
Yes.
Would that be coming into play in any?
I don't know. Actually, the History Museum approached us about maybe doing something on one of the levels, but I don't know if we'll see.
Yeah. When it was abandoned, it was also used for a lot of raves.
Yes.
Is that going to be considered into that?
I don't think so.
The rave museum.
No, but we are going to keep, as much historic as we can in that building as well, and it'll be beautiful when it's done.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what it takes to be in this field as a female, as a young female, and what advice can you give those other young ladies out there?
Well, it's definitely a little intimidating, I would say, at first. But you get more comfortable, and I think you just have to speak up. And if you're creative, you need to tell people that and show people that, and just show them what you can bring to the table.
That's wonderful. I don't hear often from female role models for them to right away say it's intimidating.
Yeah.
It seems like they try to hide that aspect, and it's great that you admit it, because I think it's intimidating even for guys or anyone else. So how do you get over it?
I think it takes time, and just like I said, you have to be sure of yourself, and if it's something you're passionate about and want to do, then it makes it easier, and you start to get more comfortable. And
yeah, how did you find your passion?
I would say, I guess just doing this, just kind of, poking my fingers in different aspects of the business, and kind of like, what do I like this? Do I like that? And I just kind of found it, through time.
So in business development, what does that imply? Are you?
Basically, so from the project from the ground up, developing the idea from A to Z, from start to finish.
And you were involved with the plaza, you were telling me?
Yes, that was the first project I started.
Yeah, what was that like?
That was, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a lot of help, of course, because I was still learning a lot during that time. But it was really interesting, and I loved it. It was just a lot of fun to see it change so much.
They give you guys a hard time about the timing on it?
Yes and no, but we couldn't help it. A historic building, you never know what you're going to run into.
Right. Any advice or anything you feel young ladies out there should know?
Well, as far as school, I do think school, it can be important and help you, but I don't think it's necessary. If you're passionate about something, like I went to fashion school and I absolutely loved it, and I was able to do what I wanted to do and open a store, and I used all of my skills that I learned. So if it's, something like that, I think school is wonderful, but not everyone needs it. If you find your passion and you know what you want to do, honestly, don't waste the money, in my opinion. Right.
Well, it is a new era. There is so many resources available out there that are free. I take classes from MIT on YouTube.
Yep.
So it's incredible the things that are available out there, and for those that really find their passion. So is there any advice in regards to continuing when it gets tough for you?
Honestly, I go to my dad for a lot of advice, so that's really helpful. He's, he's a good businessman, and that helps a lot. And just talking to people, I think, in general. And then, like you said, there's like TED Talks and different research and different things that you can go to online, and just reading, and yeah.
Is there any piece of advice that sticks out in your mind that you could tell us?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I think the best advice is to just be yourself, and what you're passionate about, and do that. Like, don't hold back.
Yeah. Tell us what's next at the restaurant.
So I am opening a bar restaurant down the street on Mills downtown called the Reagan. It will be, breakfast, lunch, dinner restaurant, but then also a cocktail bar. It'll be a lot of fun. We have a stage, so when we're able to, we'll have live music. Excellent. We have a DJ booth. We have all the things, so it'll be awesome.
I hear you have one of the best bartenders.
Yes. His name is Caesar, and he is one of the top 50 bartenders in the world.
That's
so you
impressive.
guys will want to come see him do his thing. Yeah.
Have you had any of his drinks yet?
I have, yeah. He's given us a lot of samples and stuff, but we can't wait for us to be able to use the bar so we can actually
Right.
sample the real drinks. But he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any plans after that? Opening up
I
restaurants,
don't know. Yeah,
chain,
we
take
have
over the
some
world.
You know, we have some ideas of different restaurants and different things we want to do, but definitely more things coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, before we let you go, anything you want to let us know or any last words?
You know, if you want to get into the business world, I would just try, and whether it's, you know, at a lower level job and then you work your way up, people will give you chances, and you should take them. Yeah. Take the opportunities.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.